When it comes to manifestation, time is only a restraint of the mind. We tend to, as humans, allot certain amounts of time for certain manifestations we consider either big or small. So we say to ourselves, the mansion has to take 5 years to manifest, but the penny on the ground could manifest within hours. What if we began to release our perception of time, to transcend into those higher realms, what we know as the 5th dimension or the 5D, where time doesn't truly exist. The past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. By focusing with pure energy upon a given thought, we can begin to manifest it in as soon as 60 seconds or even less. In this video, I am going to be teaching you a powerful 60-second or specifically 68-second, which I'll get into later, manifestation technique I call the 3-step door technique. All you need is some kind of space, preferably a room with a door. This technique is extremely powerful, so be sure about what it is you want to manifest and be very, very clear prior to using this technique. This is a powerful way to shift your subconscious mind, and by doing so, to immediately transform your reality. But before I get into the technique, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In order for this technique to effectively work, we must first lay a basis of understanding. Because if you don't understand why something is working, why a certain technique works, it won't work for you because you won't have faith in it. And faith is that magic key ingredient that brings about manifestation. No manifestation technique will work if you don't add the ingredient of faith. This is why some techniques work for other people that don't work for you, or alternatively, you may find some manifestation techniques very powerful, share them with your friends, and they don't find them to work at all. It's simply because we find it easier to have faith in certain techniques over others, especially in those techniques we understand. So here is that basis of understanding that is so crucial. First of all, you must understand that every moment carries within it the potential to teleport into a brand new reality. In fact, to solidify this to yourself, I want you to comment below. Every moment is new. Every moment is new. Just the act of typing this will solidify to your own mind that every single moment is a fresh slate upon which you can create absolutely anything. The reason hardly anyone understands this is because most of us live the same minutes over and over again, which turn into the same days, the same months, and the same years, until finally we get to the end of our lives and we look back and we feel as though nothing ever really shifted or changed in an exciting way. It was all so mundane. It all just stayed the same. In this moment, you have the power to break that cycle of sameness. The only reason we believe every minute, every 60 seconds has to be the same as the last 60 seconds is because we don't fully understand our true creative power. We don't understand specifically the creative power of our focused energy, especially in the form of pure thought. We tend to think on autopilot. We think a certain thought, it manifests in our lives. We observe it, and then we continue to think about it because we keep looking at that physical evidence of it. not realizing that by constantly taking score of this external world and dwelling on it, thinking about it again, we are recreating it. We aren't just living within that reality, we are actually recreating that reality for ourselves again and again. Just as easily, we can choose to create a brand new reality in the same time frame, in that same 60 seconds we once spent dwelling on our current, seemingly unchangeable reality. We are never stuck. Being stuck is an illusion that comes from a lack of understanding of our true creative power and potential. So the very first step to making this door technique work is to understand that you do have the power to create a brand new reality in every single moment. In order to make the 60-second part of the equation work, you must also understand that time is an illusion. Just think about how your life could completely transform in 60 seconds. In 60 seconds, you could win the lottery, and that would entirely shift your financial future forever. In 60 seconds, you could be offered your dream job, which would impact you for years and years to come, most likely. In 60 seconds, just fill in the blank. Think of everything that could happen to you in a span of a minute. What kind of news you could receive, what kind of relationship could be formed. Everything can change in 60 seconds or less, so solidify that fact to yourself right now. So just to review, because it is so important to affirm this basis of understanding these two very important facts to make this technique work. 1. Time is an illusion. Something can manifest as easily in 60 seconds as it could in 60 years. There is no big manifestation and small manifestation. It's all about how we are focusing our energy, and we can focus our energy clearly enough and powerfully enough to manifest within just 1 minute. And the second thing to affirm to yourself is that every moment carries within it the potential to teleport you into a brand new reality. Every moment is new. Now, there is one last thing I want to say before we continue on with this door technique. There is one thing that can prevent this powerful technique from working. This is if you have deeply seated beliefs about this thing you are trying to manifest. Beliefs are simply thoughts that we have been thinking for so long they become unconscious. We essentially store them away in that filing cabinet of the brain we call the subconscious mind. We have forgotten about them, but they're still there. And more importantly, these unconscious thoughts are still manifesting into our lives. This technique will work powerfully to shift your energy, but it's only really working on the conscious mind. So if you don't have any powerful negative subconscious beliefs about this thing, the technique will work very fast, even instantaneously. But if you don't also simultaneously address your negative subconscious beliefs about this certain topic or thing you are trying to manifest or shift, you won't see results, because the subconscious actually controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So to really make this technique work, I highly recommend also incorporating subliminal affirmations, listening to subliminals on a daily basis to continue to shift and alter the subconscious mind, because subliminals are designed to bypass the conscious filter of the mind and implant powerful, positive affirmations and messages on the subconscious mind. I have created a library of over 100 subliminals for all areas of life on my website, Sound and Soulful. I have subliminals for physical changes, bodily changes, for manifesting specific things like your dream job or a car or a house, relationship related, manifesting even a specific person, and even subliminals related to boosting your confidence, becoming happier, relaxing, clearing blockages. To explore some of my most popular subliminals from my website, you can check the description box below this video. Click on any of the links to learn more what is contained within each subliminal, and you can access each and every subliminal in my library when you create a 7-day free trial account on my website, Sound and Soulful. Now that we've addressed this basis of understanding, as well as the subconscious mind and its role in this manifestation process, let me share with you the 𝒏𝓪 technique, a 3-step technique to manifesting anything in 60 seconds or less. I say 60 seconds as a general benchmark, but really this technique technically comes from something known as the 17-second rule from Abraham Hicks. Many of you are familiar with Abraham Hicks. Esther Hicks is a channeler for Abraham, who is a very powerful collective of spiritual teachers channeling through Esther. And Abraham Hicks has a very powerful quote connecting directly to 60-second manifestation. And the quote goes like this: "Hold a thought for just 17 seconds and the law of attraction kicks in. Hold a thought for 68 seconds and things begin to move. Manifestation has begun." This means that within just 17 seconds of pure focus on a certain subject, we have put enough energy in that direction that things will begin to move. We will begin to shift the very fabric of reality in the direction of our manifestation. And after 68 seconds of purely focusing on that thing, manifestation actually is set completely into motion. So that's why I say for this technique I'm going to share with you, do it for at least, at bare minimum, 17 seconds. But for optimal results, actually do this practice for 68 seconds. The first step to this 𝒏𝓪 technique is, of course, to accept the possibility that you are capable, that you are powerful enough to manifest something completely new in just 60 seconds. I am reiterating what I said at the beginning of this video because this belief in yourself, in your own creative power, and the ability you have to use your energy focused through thought to shift the very nature of your reality around you. Your belief in this spiritual truth is essential. It is the key secret ingredient to making this technique work. And if you don't have belief, if you don't have faith in yourself and in the basis of understanding for this technique that I shared with you, and in your own creative power, it will not work. So be sure first to check yourself, to be sure that you have that belief in place. The second step to this technique is to channel your energy through the power of your focused thought. This must be pure channeled energy, meaning that you cannot be distracted by external influences or thought that is muddying the purity of your focus, of this energy. Because pure focused energy is extremely powerful, but anytime you dilute that focus by distracting yourself with other things, ideas, or visions at the same time, you weaken the power of that focus, and this technique may not work in such a small time frame. So in order to clear these distracting thoughts and achieve this pure focus, I highly recommend meditating for this technique. It isn't necessary, but it will give you optimal results. I also recommend tuning out of all of your physical senses because the information we receive through these senses can be very distracting and can muddy our energy and cause us to not maintain that pure focus. So this means put on a meditation track or preferably a subliminal track so that you can simultaneously drown out the external sounds of the world, auditory information that could be distracting you, while at the same time, listening to a meditation or subliminal can relax your conscious mind, and subliminal specifically can also work to simultaneously shift the energy of your subconscious mind. I also want you to close your eyes. This cuts you off from any distracting visual stimuli you may be receiving through the 3D external world. Focus on your breathing. This is a great way to begin to relax your body. Relax and soothe any muscular tension in your body, as well as any tense thoughts, any anxious or fearful or simply distracting thoughts in your mind. Once your mind feels clear and your body feels relaxed, you are ready to use this technique. What I want you to do is focus purely on the thing you want to manifest. And by purely, I mean use your self-discipline here, because it does take a lot of self-discipline to purely focus. Your mind is going to want to distract you with other thoughts, but you need to hold this singular thought or intention or vision. Hold it clearly and purely for at least 17 seconds, but ideally 68 seconds. Once that 68 seconds is over, and you are sure that you were purely focusing during that time frame, open your eyes, and what I want you to do is walk through a doorway, a physical doorway. Open the door, and imagining as you're opening the door, on this side of the door is your old reality. On the other side of the door is this brand new reality you just created. Step through the door, affirming to yourself that as you walk through this door, you are stepping into this brand new reality you have just created. And then, very importantly, close the door behind you, symbolizing that you have closed the door to this old reality. This old reality no longer exists. You have now shifted into a completely new reality in which this thing you envisioned, this thing you focused upon, is already set in motion to manifest. Now the third step, or I should say part B of this third step of walking through this door, is to completely release this intention. Accept that you are in this new reality. Do not look back again at this old reality, or you will return back to it. You will be pulled back into it, and you will stop the manifestation you have already set in motion. Accept within your very soul, to the very core of your soul, that energy must shift before manifestation happens in the external world. You have shifted this energy. You have set this thing into motion. It is coming. Don't worry about when it's going to come, who is going to bring it to you, how it's going to happen. Accept it has already happened. I hope that this video was helpful for you in manifesting any of your heart's desires in just 60 seconds. I hope that through this video, and really through this entire channel, I can reawaken you to your true creative power and potential, limitless potential you have to create absolutely anything in your life. Please subscribe to this channel, join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I'll be sharing high vibrational content to keep your energy up all day long and help you to feel connected at every moment of the day to this beautiful soul tribe we are building here together. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.